we're at Allison Campbell.
What were we talking about so long ago? You mentioned seeing Martin Carthy and the Waterson family. I can't remember the first song I heard Martin Carthy sing. It was a visual cue. I walked into the rec room, the TV was on, it was the Philadelphia Folk Festival, and this guy with a big white pirate shirt, long before Johnny Depp was even born probably, maybe not because I was alive, neckerchief, his hair blown in the wind, and his guitar, and that funny little staggery guitar beat that he's got. And I stopped dead in my tracks and thought, who is this? And where can I get more? And almost any band from the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, and they're still playing, links into Martin Carthy. He was with Steel Eye Span. People who played with him were in other bands, and it's just this wonderful thread going through. But as I say, I can't remember the song he was singing. So what I have instead is a song I first heard, this is getting back to the a cappella theme, Frankie Armstrong singing. And it was, again, a broadsheet ballad from the 1850s or so, following a mining commission investigation into the conditions of mines in England. Because up to that point, small children were working in mines. If you could sit upright, you could be opening and closing the ventilation chutes. Women and children were, and young boys and men, were carrying baskets of coal up and down in situations that there weren't a lot of laws regarding this. So they did an investigation. There was a lot of interviews with 10, 12, 14-year-olds. And this is not verbatim, but this is based on some of the things that come out of it. And what I like is this bizarre sort of optimism that comes out of it. So I'll see if I can remember the verses in the right order. Me name's Polly Parker, I come o'er from Worsley. Me mother and father worked down the coal mine. Our family is large, we have got 7 children, so I am obliged to work down the same mine. And as this is me fortune, I know you'll feel sorry that in such employment me days I must pass. But I keep up me spirits, I sing and look cheerful, although I am but a poor collier lass. Each day by the greatest of dangers surrounded, I hang in the air on a rope or a chain. The mine might cave in, I might be killed or wounded, or perish by damp or the fire of a flame. But what would you do if it weren't for our labour? In great deprivation your lives you would pass, for we would provide you with life's greatest blessings. So do not despise a poor collier lass. All the day long you might say we are ragged. All the day long you might say we are buried, deprived of the light and the warmth of the sun. And often at night from our beds we are hurried. Water is in and barefoot we run. And though we run ragged and black are our faces, as kind and as free as the best we'll be found. And our hearts are more pure than your lords in high places, although we're colliers that work underground. I'm now growing up somehow or another. There's a young collier lad running strange through my mind, and in spite of the talking of father and mother, I think that I'll marry if he is inclined. But should he prove surly and will not befriend me, another and better chance may come to pass. But I know to him now my friends will recommend me, and I'll be no longer a poor collier lass. That's Polly Parker from the singing of Frankie Armstrong, who was also involved at grassroots political community organizing, women's work, feminist work, voice lessons, just spreading it all around.
She used to come to Vancouver here to the folk festival.
I saw her
there.
recently at Celtic Woollands a year or so ago. She came by to do a very last-minute concert, and it was stunning.
All right, excellent.
Well, I'm gonna take it on a different track this time, because another group that, of course, really influenced me was the Chieftains, who were one of the early trad bands out of Ireland in the 70s, late 60s and 70s. They kind of were the forerunners of all that. And there was one member of their group by the name of Kevin Caniff. He was the bowron player and also sang a cappella traditional. And so this is a song of his that I heard. I think it's from their album Boil the Breakfast Early. Anyway, it's just a lovely, lovely, light, romantic tune. It's one of the Ulster love songs, so it's part of a famous cycle of songs from Ulster.
And it's called?
When a Man's in Love.
Okay.
So, when a man's in love, he feels no cold like I not long ago. As a hero bold to see my girl I plowed through frost and snow. And the moon she did gently shine her light along my weary way, until at last I came to the spot where all my treasure lay. I knocked at my love's window, saying, my dear, are you within? And softly she undid the latch, and slyly I stepped in. Her hands, they were soft, her breath was sweet, and her tongue it did gently glide. I stole a kiss, it was no miss, and I asked her to be my bride. Oh, take me to your chamber, love, oh, take me to your bed. Oh, take me to your chamber, love, to rest my weary head. But to take you to my chamber, love, my parents would never agree. So sit you down by yonder fire, and I'll sit close by thee. Oh, many's the time through frost and snow I've come to visit you, whether tossed around by the cold wintry wind or wet by the morning dew. But tonight our courtship's at a close between you, love, and me. So fare thee well, my own favourite girl, a long farewell to thee. Oh, many's the time I've come to you against your parents' will, but you never said you'd be my bride, so now my girl, sit still. For tonight I am off across the sea to far off Columbia's shore, and you will never ever see our youthful lover more. Oh, are you going to leave me now? Pray, what can I do? I will break with every bond of home and come along with you. I know my parents won't forget, but surely they'll forgive. And from now on I am resolved, along with you I will live. That's it.
That's very nice.
It's a lovely romantic tune.
I feel optimistic again.
Oh, I know.
I might make another day.
Yeah.
When talking about my early folk music influences, I cannot leave out Tom Paxton, a wonderful singer-songwriter from the States. So this was one of the first songs that I learned, which is called The Last Thing on My Mind. It is a love song. I haven't sung any love songs here tonight yet. And I wouldn't want you to think that folk music shuns love songs. It does not. One of the
More
things.
timeless than anything.
It's a lesson too late for the learning, made of sand, made of sand. In the wink of an eye, my soul is turning.